Alright, welcome back everyone. New project day, another in a long line of our Cutebee Detective Agency book Nook builds. The Long Goodbye. This one's got windows on the side, I think. And there's like sort of a hidden... It's a different view from the side than the front, so I thought that was interesting. Looks like a fairly detailed, lots of little pieces build. What we got on the difficulty and all that? Y'all probably already seen it. 238 pieces. I thought they put difficulty ratings on this one. Maybe not. But maybe it's on the front. No, not. But let's see. Looks like it's, these have all been fun, and they've got they have the little levers to make it interactive. So far they always have been before. I haven't really looked too close into this one. I like to see them as I'm building them. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, how I hope to fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just trying to have a good time. We're not changing the world to fix anybody's problems. We're just building silly little models and having fun. Our battery pack, our LEDs, and got some extra pieces in here. What do we got? Okay, our little acrylic chandelier, it looks like. So that's, and some tape strips that I probably won't use because I don't use these very often. I think I have used them a couple of times here lately. And our sand and emery board down there. There's that, and then our little pieces. A pretty thick little kit. Piece of acrylic dust shield. They are stickers. I can verify all 5 of them. Well, let's see. Looks not going to get away from the books. Looks like we've only got 5 books to build in this one though. And a couple more flexible acrylic pieces here. So that's probably our side windows and our skylight, I'm assuming. Okay, book doesn't feel super thick. Let's see what all we got in here. Let's see, I've done that one. I don't think I've done any of the other ones here. I did the train mystery case. And let's see, it's only 14 pages, so it shouldn't be that long of a build, but I am going to, once again, I've been saying this last week or so, I'm going to try and get down to spending approximately 30 minutes on a video. I totally wrecked that last night, doing an hour. But I thought that was going to be 30 minutes, and I was just wrong. If I'd known it was going to take that long, I would split it up in 2 videos. But live and learn. So let's see, need those for later. To the side, and let's pop our pieces open here and see what we got inside. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now that the reflective part's gone, I've turned on the overhead light to get a little more too bright on it. Let's see here. Looks like here's our side piece. We've got our 2 windows there. Clouds on the back. I got it. Well, that's B. There's the other side. The Long Goodbye. More clouds and sky on there. And skylight, and looks like floor maybe. All our various bits and bobs and decorations, and looks like it's going to be like a crime alley thing, it looks like maybe. Yeah, because there's our victim, I think. Looks like a little pool of blood red underneath there. And that might just be the outline though. Cityscape. Skyscrapers to go in the distance. Looks like that's. I didn't. So I looked at it enough to see the general feel, but I didn't look at it super close. I'm getting excited about seeing stuff like that. Okay, that piece came out, so that is on that last one. Got finger holes here. It looks like this one. I don't think I've seen. That's an odd shape for one of these kits, but I'm here for it. Let's see. Looks like there's our back side, because there's our battery compartment. There's more details. And here's a well graffitied wall. A few details on the back of that one. And more buildings and wood panels and who's its and what's its calendar. So it's August of 43 is the alleged date time. Somebody's getting close. I don't know if they're coming to visit or not. I can hear her moving out there. But that's all our pieces, so I'm going to pull the first few steps and we will get going on this thing. I think like it's only 13 pages, but it looks like plenty of steps. Let's see how many. What's the actual step? 60 steps, 59. That's not too bad. And I may do the try and figure out how to swap it out for my push button light rather than the touch sensor on this one. I've had trouble with the touch sensors on these. I don't know if it's me or their touch sensors or what. But I've had the Cutebee. I've had some. They've been hit and miss, but so I might just go straight in for the regular push button. Cause I do like that on that other one that I did a couple weeks ago, where just push it on as you're looking at it and then let it go and it's off. Okay, enough babbling. I'll grab those pieces and be right back. Okay, here we go. Step number 1, test our LEDs, make sure they work. They do. And this is one of those that doesn't have an off switch on the box, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the battery so it doesn't have to deal with that all the time while I'm building it. But, okay. Sometimes they snap down, sometimes they gotta slide in. So this one seems to be neither. Alright. That will make an appearance later, but for the moment, right now, that was step 1. So step 2, build this little guy. These. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the ladder down a manhole. Some sort of. This has really been piecing this thing together. Is nothing looks like anything until get to the like 5th or 6th step. I think it was. And that's. I think we're gonna be seeing that one from this angle, maybe through the manhole up here, but that's like I say later. Then step 3. Old payphone with a pink handle, which I'd never seen before, but that one doesn't feel very sticky. So let me get some glue out for that. Just a dash here on this little shoulder here, just one little drip. And that ought to keep it in place. And I tried to match the. I was just going to go black on everything, then this pink came up. I said, well, that won't look good if I paint the end of that black. So I'm trying to be selective about which pieces how I color them and all that. We'll get to put our foundation down. Okay, so we start placing in this direction. You go into the rear one here, it says. Oops. The rear one there. And then you go into the rear one here. I figure back to the painting discussion. I figure this is supposed to be sort of a noir scene, so I am trying to I'm trying to go muted colors, try and keep them dark. Now we do D9, which all these D9's just a hair longer, so I labeled it with a 9. That's right side up. Go running across the front, maybe the other way. Is that much of a gap? I can't. Well, find out when I put the next piece in, if that's right. All the way down. And each 7 go right here. Now put it on upside down. I did only painted one side of it black. That. Okay, I think that's going to be okay because I think doing you guys a little support back there. Okay, so first step in place. I guess there's going to be a wall or something here. That's it. It just sort of looks because this piece does stretch all the way across. So I think that'll be all right. Yeah, we're going to put something, yeah, there's going to be another pieces going here and here, so I didn't paint the ends. I was sort of looking at that when I was trying to do it. Now I'm going to do these, see if I can do them. Sort of together. Let's see if I can just put up this in as a unit now. Yeah, okay. I think that's okay. Got some steps going on, and once again, did it wrong. Okay. So I was trying to save time. And also only painted one side so I could hold on to it and paint it all at once. Then I just forgot about that when I was assembling it. Okay. Okay, so okay, that looks better. This is a fiddly bit. I think I'm not a perfectionist usually, but this I don't like the gaps. So I'm sure it'll tighten up as I go along. So I just gotta trust the system. Okay. Now we're ready for our lights. So we'll bring one in. No, wait a second. No, we're not. I got ahead of myself. Got one more step before we do lights. So this one. These guys are step 2 up here. We got what I'm assuming is our victim here, an adult beverage container, and a pet rat. 23, which is the shorter one goes in here. Yeah, so that fits perfectly there. So yeah, that's gonna be, yeah, that looks right. Then 44 with our missing person poster here. Right. Now, I think step 2 goes here with the ladder going there, so we got to be able to see down our tunnel here. It's for our clues, I'm assuming. And bottle in that one. Our victim in this one. Yes, we're gonna be able to go down there and see him once we get the light in behind it there. And our friendly pet rat goes in this one here, so let me pull this out so I can get to it. I wasn't planning on undoing so many steps tonight. Okay, there he goes. So you'll see him from that angle. Ladder back in place here. Yeah, so he'll be there for us. Okay. Now, 57 goes next behind him. And 33 behind him. So we're going to have a pretty good view all the way down through our tunnel there. That's a nice effect. Outside of the victim there. And then this one, I guess is one of her clues. She doesn't have me in her heart. It goes way back here. Like barely going to be visible on the front like that. Focus on him rather than that. So that's cool. Alright. Now we're ready for our lights. So, that. The shortest, one of the shortest ones. So, and it's a 20 centimeter. You got it all out. There's two of them. Yeah, there's two 20s, so it just looks like either one. So you. We're supposed to do our 90-degree bend on our light again. We've been doing on these lately. I think it lets us get a little more illumination. It says this goes in our like that. So it goes in there and onto the side. And end up there. Now, I think I'm going to get my hot glue gun out and just give a little tack right here on this wall so it sort of maybe keep things semi-contained. Yeah, something right there would be a good spot for it, I believe. Just give me a little dab down here. And get you back through your bracket. And down into the glue. A little wiggle around. I waited too long. Okay, there you go. Nice way to sort of keep it in place there. Get my string of hot glue out of there. I don't think that's all the lighting I'm going to do tonight, so I'm not going to have to worry about getting my hot glue gun out and burning myself again. Yeah, okay, now, a little side quest here I've already sort of done. Did I use our phone yet? No, not yet. But as I pulled this one out, I noticed there was these grates on there, but the light wasn't coming through them very good. That's when I noticed the pieces hadn't been punched out between the grates. They're just little, barely there. They went all out on these. I think they pushed their cutters to the limit on this set. I've seen a couple of these super detailed pieces like this already. So I'm just using the back side of our X-Acto knife to pop them out. I've got even the little awl I've got that I always use for things is too big to get in there to pop them out. So that's how far they're pushing their machines to do. That's that's how thin those things are. I think it's going to be important to have those out of the way so we can get the lights down here, so it's nothing to shine up through the hole. And making sure I got them all. I do. Now, out of the way you go. Here. I forgot to color that one. And I got to color all of this one. No. I didn't even sand her. I'm dropping it all and everything here. I don't think I have to worry about sanding this, painting the sides. That should be against the edge, but I do want to make sure I don't get any bumps in it. Get the burrs out of the way so I don't get bumps. Okay, so fortunately black is, I'm using my big marker on that, so quick coat on that. Missed all these. Okay, back to it. A couple of coats there. I think that's all the ones I'm going to be seeing. Now, I wasn't sure what color to paint the top of this one, so I didn't do that yet, so I'll do that. I think I can get them there after the fact. This one. I'm going to brace it somehow. That's I need to go in from the front, those steps, because I'm just going to be mushing them down. Like that. That's not ideal. Okay. That's down here. These steps are going to be my Moby Dick. I'm getting a little too obsessed with trying to make them perfect. I don't think I need to. And like I said, there's our. Now, get that a little bit peeking out there. I want to hit that. I don't think we'll see from that angle. I still want to sort of get the top of it at least. Okay. And that one I think I can go with the black. I'm gonna go dark gray on this one up here though. This will be way back at the back anyway, so probably not very visible. Pretty fair. I think camouflage is all I go for on those. Not looking to make it perfect. And okay, so kind of base down to make a dumpster. I didn't know what color to color the side, so I went with the green. Sort of, it looks like it's well used for flyers and circulars and whatnot, advertising. Middle, this one, printed side this way so I can line up all the pieces here. And I missed the front of the... I wasn't even rushing that much and it's still... Okay. There we go. There. Oh, you know, got to put a fish skeleton on here too. Somewhere on the lid it looks like. Just up there. But there's another example of how I'm pretty sure they're putting their cutter to the limits, these little bitty fish bones. Okay. Now I'll make us an AC unit here. What? Sides. I went dark gray on that, and I just wasn't a good, too multicolored for to easily camouflage that one. So I just sort of tried to blend it a little bit. Ooh, I hope there's a light back here for that to shine through, but I doubt there will be. Okay. Now, get to install all our stuff from today. I think. Not the AC unit yet, though. You get the dumpster, phone, and all these little guys. Let's see here, what we got? Where, what, when, why? Okay, so we got, actually got, that would be a broken bottle as part of the build. So I thought that was a nice, cool touch. Ooh. Does actually form one piece to break it up. So I thought that was a cool detail. Beer bottle, cat goes. Okay, if you want. Good. Telephone. Goes. Okay, the one right next to the... That doesn't inspire confidence putting it in, but I think it'll be okay. Let's say once we get that other wall up behind it here, I'll probably tack it to the wall. Our dumpster should go where there's two. No, it's only got the one longer foot, so okay, so it just goes here next to our phone. There's no outlines or anything, so it's pretty, well, I mean, there's for the manhole cover, so let's go ahead and do that one. Goes on there. The details are not showing for all our little pieces are exact. Okay, so our fish skeleton right here, supposedly right next to the dumpster. Which makes sense. Must be a seafood restaurant. Have so many skeletons there. This one, okay, this is also next to the dumpster. You got close to almost putting it in the right place. A broken bottle. That goes in this area here. Oh, look, I don't know if there's another clue there on. Okay, so this way. Okay. All there. Alright. Cool. I think. And that pretty well does it. Let's pop that light on and see. I think it's probably too much. I don't think there's enough reflection here, but we'll see if we can't get. No. Yeah, not. Knock these down a bit. Yeah, you can sort of see back there in the silhouette going on there. Yeah, this is going to be. I'm looking forward to this. Like I say, these murder mystery ones are always pretty interesting as you put them together and see how the. Oh, look, see how the light come out the. Doesn't come out the grates as much as I thought it would. It does a little bit there, but it's much more on camera than it does to the naked eye. Of course, I'm not looking straight down at it either. Okay, it comes through this one. Not really, didn't make it this far up, but maybe. Oh well, maybe there'll be light going down from the top, so into there. Just gives us a little more illumination in there. All right, that's, I think, a good stop for today. We got our base down. I think it's, so I always get excited when I start on these. I like seeing how they come together and what's underneath and all the nooks and crannies. I think is, and I say, got to open our dumpster up if we want to. That's pretty cool. All right, I'll cut her off there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and click on a link. That's my channel up there. That's my other channel over there that I'm sort of building up now. This is what YouTube thinks you should be watching, and over here will be the playlist for this whole build once I get past more than one video. See you tomorrow.